What up, everybody? I'm Bills. That's ACG. This is the SkyBox podcast, bringing you nothing but the best from this week. Thank you for checking us out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We come out with these shows once a week. So, tune in so that way you can be the first to hear what happened and our analytical expertise breaking it down.
Yep.
All right, so let's jump into what's good for this week. The first thing that I have, ACG, I'm not sure if you checked it out yesterday, but we got the Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul press conference, and Jake Paul crashing it.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
that was funny. That was a good lead up to the fight. I don't know. I kind of like this kid, Jake Paul. I know he gets under skin, but I kind of like. He has a new brand out that he's issuing. It's called Gotcha Hat because he snatched it. Yeah. Actually, he had it tatted on him.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, it says Gotcha Hat.
Like that reminded me of something like old school from like middle school or high school when like the person's losing in the argument and then they just like took your hat.
Yeah. That's funny.
But you're not faster than me.
Right.
I think the one thing he didn't picture was that one of Floyd's 7-foot tall bodyguards would be able to just like reach over and grab him.
Yeah. But I guess for that little stunt, he's been banned from the fight. I understand. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh damn.
Or his brother. He's not
crazy.
Yeah.
Thought it was gonna be like an old school. He's gonna like after Floyd takes care of Logan, he's just gonna jump in the ring like next. You know? Or like WWE, he does the blind tag, you know?
Yeah. Charlemagne posted a picture of when Floyd was going after Jake, and he looked like he was in. They said, or Charlemagne said, this is the 1965 Selma March because he was like he looked like a civil rights leader. He was like he looked rough. He has his beard. He's looking rough. He said it's 1965 riot act because he looked cute and marching.
Nah, like I was surprised because normally Floyd is pretty cool, calm, like he was like, I'm gonna kill your family. Like
touch his hat.
And it's a hat. Like he could buy 10,000 other hats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was funny and super out of his character.
Yeah. But that's what this guy makes you get though. This kid out of character, which is why I kind of messed with him a little bit. He's fun.
Did you see the video he put out after he like snatched the hat like later on in the evening?
Yeah.
He was like, I snatched it because you made us watch all these boring fights. Which also I can't lie, like he's probably the best ever because he doesn't get hit. But the fact that he doesn't get hit and he's smart and he doesn't go toe to toe and like slug it out is kind of boring, you know.
and he has a history of hand picking his fighters, who he wants to face, when to face him. So there's that narrative, but he's still one of the greatest. But still,
he fought everybody at a certain point. Now where they were in their career, but, I don't know. I kind of wanted to see this Mayweather fights both Pauls on the same day
at the same time.
It'd be like Mortal Kombat. It's like Mortal Kombat. Once you finish the one guy, he explodes and then the other guy comes up.
Yeah.
The stamina resets.
Yeah.
But now, based on that, though, I think I think if Floyd keeps some of that energy, he's gonna try swinging with like a few haymakers. Like he's gonna try to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once again, I'm gonna buy the fight, so I'll see firsthand the charade that this whole thing is.
Yeah.
It goes to like a minute into the second round before it's over.
Yeah.
I spent $700 to watch it. Both Pauls end up with more money than me, and Floyd thanks me with buying another Bugatti and an $18 million watch.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So somewhere Connor is like, man, could I get on this? Could we run it like doubles?
He actually commented on it. He said Floyd should be embarrassed for fighting these guys. He made like a long Instagram post about it.
Yeah.
And then Jake Paul commented, "Got your hat." in the comment.
And instantly it kind of takes all the validity away from what's his name posted. It's like, nope, nah.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So next up we have the Lakers versus the Blazers preview. ACG, what do you think of this match? This matchup is actually, as of the time that we're recording this, going to come on within the next hour or two. So ACG, what do you think about this matchup?
Yeah. This is crucial for the Lakers, because if the Lakers end up losing this game, they're probably going to be have to go in the play-in tournament instead of going right to the playoffs. So this is crucial. I think the Lakers come out with a win. I think Anthony Davis has a big game, has a big bounce back game. I think they pull it out, but it's going to be close. But I think they pull it out just because they have a crazy sense of urgency on this game.
The tough thing for me was that AD, he had a little bit more trouble coming in, just bouncing back from the injury.
Yeah.
So like him, this is going to be the test, really the test of like, I think if they don't get this, they should just like shut it down.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, it's even more stress that you're going to put returning LeBron into an AD who's still not fully right. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if you go through all of that in order to get a ticket to an early exit.
Yeah.
Do you just shut down and kind of let everybody rest up? I mean, case in point, the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be the Golden State Warriors of like a few seasons back when they get to the cup, to the finals, and then like dudes are not in good shape and everybody goes out and they end up losing.
Yeah, that's true. And I didn't like how LeBron was remember he said whoever made the play-in tournament to be fired.
Yeah. Earlier.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you can rescind your cosign at any time.
Yeah.
You can just take that back. Just take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the funny piece of hypocrisy over the last week is LeBron's stand changing. I'm not sure why it changed so much. I don't know. Nothing happened except for he's now in the jeopardy of playing it.
I think he's been the most frustrated he's ever been, I think, in his whole career. Because he made another comment. He was like, I don't think I'll be 100% ever again. And I think he said that just being frustrated because remember he came back on that ankle and he thought it was right and it wasn't right. It's kind of frustrating. He had to sit back. I think he's just really frustrated, which is I don't think we ever seen him this frustrated. So we'll see.
And you think about it, like he'd never really been hurt.
Yeah.
Like he'd be out little nagging injuries, but never really like any good amount of time, especially crunch time when the team like really needed them to be out there. So
yeah, think it's father time. You know, as you get older, them injuries, and when you recover from the injuries, when you get older, they start to nag at you more. They start to
yeah,
limp a little bit. So
I'm telling you, I still have uh knee pain from a hyperextended knee that happened in the year 2000 during the greatest pickup game of my life.
yeah.
You know, I had 32 points, 18 assists, 14 boards. So, but yeah, we'll see. But like you said, this is a must-win game for the Lakers. Unfortunately, I do not think they get it.
Mm,
You know,
okay.
oh, did you see? This is a funny thing that I saw. There was a picture. You remember when Dame hit the big shot that sent OKC home, and
Yeah.
he like waved and all that
Yeah.
stuff? There was a funny shot of like this lady looked like Betty White. She was like an elderly, little elderly woman in the stands, and
Yeah.
she was like this, like she was like everybody. He was just putting the shot up, like he was in the
Yeah.
middle of his shooting stance, and she was like,
Uh,
I was like, that's clutch, like,
yeah.
like this. Betty White knew what time it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's Dame time now. The Lakers don't got a chance.
All right. We'll find out tonight.
Yeah, we'll see for next week, and then what in response happens due to what happens tonight. So
Yeah.
a lot of dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next up we have J. Cole coming out with a new album within the next week. ACG, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like music lately has been kind of blah, just because really no big names have been dropping. Besides Khaled just dropped, but because of the whole COVID thing, I think every big name rapper's been playing it safe. But when I heard this, I got really excited. The Fall Off dropping May 14th, I believe. So yeah, and his camp, JID, all of them, they've been saying that this is his best album to date.
Oh, that's cool.
His Dreamville camp, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the fact that he has that crew that he put together.
Yeah.
Because JID, Earth Gang, even Buddy, but Buddy's not really with them, but he hangs out. They're all really talented.
Yeah.
But I don't know what this means for my morning playlist, like on the way to work driving, because I got used to Young Stoner Life, and
No.
after you listen to Ski like 18 times, and you're like, yeah.
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 So
I don't know what happened when there's lyrics. What happens then?
Yeah. We've had a long time.
So hey, the only thing that can make it better is if Kendrick drops like anytime within the next 6 months, or after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just listening to his last release. And like so I like the concept ideas, but I also kind of wish that he goes back to that Forest Hill Drive with like a not necessarily such a concept.
Yeah, that's a classic album. I think that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, and then hopefully he creates some content around it. I think overall, did you see the Travis Scott documentary on Netflix?
I've seen it, but I didn't tune into it.
It's actually it's really good.
Yeah, I heard it.
And that is funny because that was good. I already listened to the album, but that made me look back at the album again.
Yeah.
Just because like I got to see the background and the making of some of the stuff.
Yeah.
So, and Travis is definitely, he's somebody I like, but it'd be even better to get that from a Cole, because Cole puts so much thought into the lyrics and the meaning and, you know, the double entendres and like what the actual hidden meaning of certain things is. So it'd be cool to see his process.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll break that one down next time.
Yeah.
In the comments for anybody checking it out, yes, no question. Is this next J. Cole album going to be fire? You could just say yes or no, or you could just put the flame emoji. Just the flame emoji. If it's, that's sufficient.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Russell Westbrook being named the second best NBA point guard in history.
Yeah.
Hey, CG, what do you think about that?
No. So yeah, his coach deemed him the second best point guard besides Magic. Obviously, he had Magic as number one. But no, I think he's definitely top 5, maybe top 10. I think in terms of raw athleticism, he's definitely number one.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as who could get you the best eye-popping box numbers, like he could get you 40, 20, and 20 if he wants to. So in that aspect, he's the best. But I mean, as far as winning, he doesn't really play winning basketball a lot of times. Yeah, I feel like he pulls too hard and he doesn't know how to pull back a little bit, which has always been his thing. So he's definitely, I would say he's definitely a top 5 to a top 10 point guard. But that's all I could give him right now.
I'd say just because of the work that he's put in on the stat side, I'd say definitely top 10. Yeah. I'm not sure if I go top 5 because, like you said, part of that being the point guard role is like being the quarterback for the team. So like a lot of times guys will take a little bit more of a back seat in order to facilitate and to like make sure everything else is straight and like the team is playing winning ball. Whereas I think he has the energy and the ability of just knocking everything out, like killing everything. But I think he gets a little bit too stuck in just do everything mode. Dudes end up standing around watching him, and like that's not winning basketball.
No, yeah, and he's not the most efficient person. Like he'll have a 40 piece, but he'll take like 35 shots to get there.
So you're saying the 10 1-on-5 fast breaks that he takes per game won't help?
No. And then
you imagine being a teammate?
Yeah. Oh, I've been to the park and I've walked away with the ball.
Yeah. I've seen that. Hey, that's a new name now. Like if somebody takes that rebound and goes 1-on-5 and misses, that's a Westbrook.
Yeah. Hey, you but now it's Westbrook.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Westbrook.
Yeah.
This actually brings me to the next question I have for you. Who are you going with, AI or Westbrook? If you had to, putting together your all-time team.
I'm gonna go AI.
Yeah.
Go AI. I think it's I mean, partly because he has a better shot. He has better handles. He took that Philly team.
Yeah.
Who was on that team? Was it Eric Snow on that team?
Eric Snow. You had Mutombo. You had a bunch of guys who were role players, but like these dudes weren't really. Theo Ratliff was on that team.
Yeah, and this dude was I think he was a 2 or 3 time scoring champ in the NBA.
Oh yeah.
And he was only 6 foot tall, averaging 30 something a game. in a game where it was way tougher to score. When AI way tougher. Now the rules kind of bend to a Westbrook, maximizing his numbers because it's so the game's so kind of friendly now. I mean, you have bad breath and they call a foul.
Like, no, I just sneezed on him. That was it. That's all I did.
Yeah.
2 shots and the ball, flagrant one.
Yeah. So yeah, he did it on a way, just a different level in a more serious competition. It was hard for 6-foot guys to score like that.
And I'd say the way AI did it, so AI was a volume shooter also. So he was putting up 25, 30 shots a night, but it wasn't in kind of like a desperation way like Westbrook does. Like Westbrook plays like they're down and there's 3 seconds left every possession.
Yeah. Which is good, but it's not good all the time.
yeah. You got to be able to like slow down, get into your offense, let the game come to you as opposed to like relentlessly running through the face. He plays Marshawn Lynch basketball. Like he just runs through the face of everything.
Yeah. I think if you put AI on them teams with because remember he had Westbrook had KD and Harden on his team for like 8 years.
Yeah.
So if you switch it out, you put AI on that team, they definitely win at least 2 rings with him on it.
Yeah.
So
and it was tough because AI, he got traded when he was starting to go down. His career started going down, and he had a young Melo. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, if AI went over, like if AI and Melo played in their primes,
that'd be scary.
That would have been ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say that's trying to think of it. I think that's probably the best player that AI was ever paired with. Because I mean, AI, he was with the other AI with Iguodala, but he was still really young. Iguodala was still really young. And I can't even think of anybody else.
No. So, no. Yeah, me either.
Yeah. So yeah, that's AI all day. Not even have to think about that one. All right. So this is where we're cutting it for the YouTube section of the video. Be sure to check out skyboxpodcast.net. You can see the rest of you can listen to the rest of the podcast. Also, if you have Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, basically any of the other outlets where you could listen to podcasts, it's AB Skybox Podcast. Don't forget to tune in, subscribe, give us a like, give us a review, give us your soul, give us. All right. So don't forget to check us out next week. We'll take a look at the winner of the Lakers Blazers game and what that means, as well as we'll dig in a little deeper to J. Cole's album. So from Skybox, peace.